Folks, remember those viral basketball videos of the 2010s? You know, the ones where a pint-sized girl was dropping buckets like she had something to prove? That girl was Jaden Newman, one of the youngest players ever recruited for college basketball. The University of Miami noticed her before she'd even hit double digits. Starting varsity basketball in 3rd grade, Jaden's story is one of early success, family-driven ambition, and the weight of expectations. But when you're groomed for greatness that young, what happens when the spotlight dims? Today, we're unpacking her rise, the pressures of Prodigy life, and the challenges of maintaining greatness in a world that's always watching. It's 2012, and an 8-year-old is dribbling circles around high school players. Yes, 8 years old. While most kids her age were learning multiplication, Jaden Newman was starting her varsity basketball career. Not your typical 3rd grader, right? Her father, Jamie Newman, saw potential in his daughter from an early age. A former high school basketball player himself, Jamie poured everything into his kids, training Jaden and her older brother Julian to be stars. By the time she was 10, Jaden was averaging 30 points per game against teenagers, and highlight reels of her performances were flooding social media. Her flashy crossovers, deep three-pointers, and no-look passes weren't just impressive, they were captivating. Millions of views later, she wasn't just a local star, but a national sensation. But let's rewind for a second. Jaden didn't just stumble onto a varsity court by accident. Her father had a plan, and it started in their backyard. By the time she could walk, Jamie had her shooting on a lowered hoop. He believed in her talent, and more importantly, he was determined to make sure the world saw it. And boy, did they. Television appearances followed. Jaden was on Fox Sports, The Queen Latifah Show, and even starred in an Under Armour commercial alongside Steph Curry. Imagine that, sharing screen time with one of the greatest shooters in NBA history before you even hit middle school. By 5th grade, Jaden was a household name among basketball fans. Her stats backed up the hype. In 8th grade, she was averaging 45 points per game, often taking on players years older and taller than her. But it wasn't just about scoring. Her shooting mechanics were near flawless. With a quick release and a high arc, her three-pointers were deadly. The University of Miami took notice when she was only 9 years old, making her one of the youngest players ever recruited by a Division I program. Still, you see, with fame comes scrutiny. Critics began questioning if Jaden's success was more about the competition, or lack thereof, than her actual skills. Some even accused Jamie Newman of manufacturing the hype, arguing that he prioritized marketing over real development. But Jamie wasn't backing down. In 2018, he founded Prodigy Prep, a basketball-focused school centered around Jaden and Julian. The idea was bold: combine academics with elite basketball training. Prodigy Prep wasn't just a school, it was a stage for the Newman siblings. Jaden thrived there, setting records that seemed untouchable. By the end of high school, she had scored an astonishing 5,186 career points, including 852 three-pointers. She even broke records for most threes in a season, 184, and in a single game, 17. Yet all that success came with a price. The pressure to perform at such a high level from such a young age isn't easy to handle. Jaden's life revolved around basketball, and with every record she broke, the expectations only grew. While Prodigy Prep gave her the chance to shine, it also sparked more criticism. Was the competition there strong enough to prepare her for the next level? Was the focus on basketball so intense that academics were sidelined? These questions loomed large as Jaden got older. Her 5'2" frame, while manageable in high school, became a bigger obstacle when stacked against taller, stronger athletes. As much as her skills set her apart, basketball is still a physical game, and size matters. By the time college came around, the challenges were hard to ignore. Jaden committed to Cal State LA, a Division II school. While some saw it as a step back from the Division I hype surrounding her early years, it was still a significant accomplishment, but the transition wasn't smooth. At Cal State LA, Jaden was no longer the star player. She had to adjust to limited playing time, a more structured system, and fewer scoring opportunities. Years of dominating the court on her own terms left her unprepared for the demands of college basketball. Defense, a skill she rarely needed to focus on in high school, became a glaring weakness. Her height made it difficult to guard taller players, and the fast pace of the college game required a level of adaptability she had not fully developed. When the professional basketball dream started to fade, the Newmans took another path. They leaned into their fame with a reality show called Hello Newmans, produced by Overtime. The show offered an inside look at the family's life, from intense training sessions to the drama of balancing fame and ambition. For fans, Hello Newmans was a fascinating glimpse into the world of young sports prodigies. But for critics, it raised eyebrows. Was the family chasing fame over real basketball development? Did the show's drama overshadow Jaden's athletic potential? Episodes highlighted the highs and lows of the Newman household, grueling workouts, sibling rivalries, and heated arguments over basketball strategies. The series cemented their place as influencers in the sports world, but it also signaled a shift in priorities. For some, it felt like the focus had moved away from Jaden's basketball career and toward building a brand. Even with the challenges, Jaden's story is nothing short of remarkable. How many athletes can say they've been a national sensation before their teenage years? She broke records, inspired young players, and carved out a unique space in the basketball world. But her journey also serves as a cautionary tale. Early fame can be a double-edged sword. On one hand, it opens doors and creates opportunities. On the other, it brings relentless pressure to keep performing, even when the odds are stacked against you. For Jaden, the weight of expectations from fans, critics, and her own family was immense. As of 2024, Jaden's next move remains uncertain. At just 20 years old, she has time to figure out her path. Whether she continues pursuing basketball, transitions to coaching, or leverages her following for other ventures, her options are open. She's already a social media personality, and with her experience, she could easily explore careers in fitness or sports media. Or maybe, after years in the spotlight, she'll step back and choose a quieter life. After all, being in the public eye since childhood isn't easy, and Jaden has already accomplished more than most athletes ever will. So what do we take away from Jaden's story? It's a reminder of the challenges young athletes face in today's hyper-connected world. Talent isn't enough. There's immense pressure to deliver, adapt, and grow. For Jaden, the journey was as much about navigating family dynamics and public scrutiny as it was about excelling on the court. Her story raises important questions. How do we balance nurturing young talent with protecting their mental and physical well-being? What role should families play in managing their kids' careers? And in a world obsessed with viral fame, how do young athletes stay grounded? Jaden Newman's journey, from a viral sensation to a college player to a reality TV star, is a roller coaster of triumphs and challenges. It's proof that early success doesn't guarantee a smooth road ahead, but it's also a testament to resilience, adaptability, and undeniable impact on the basketball world. What do you think about Jaden's story? Do you see her as a trailblazer, or do you think her journey highlights the pitfalls of early fame? Let us know your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to check out our next video on screen.